Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Welcome to your evening newscast for today, Monday, April 17th, 2023. My name is Joshua Van Slykeman. Good evening and thank you for joining us. We get to the news in details. ExxonMobil's Uara project, which aims to produce 250,000 barrels of oil per day from the Uaro, Mako, and Snook fields in the Stabroek Block offshore Guyana, is expected to move forward soon, according to Vice President Barrett Jagdeo. After a 5-week period following the award of the review contract to international oil and gas consultancy Bayface, the VP said the review is particularly completed. He said the field development plan is in its final review stages with Guyana's ministry staff and expects final permits to be issued in a maximum of 2 to 3 weeks. A 5-week review period is brief, that coupled with the fact that Bayface has been an ExxonMobil client and has raised his eyebrows about the integrity of its review of the Uara project. And today, March 17th, is the final day for the submission of bids for the sale of the quote-unquote profitable Marriott Hotel. The sale of the hotel was announced back in December 2022 and is being facilitated by the Government of Guyana through the state agency National Industrial and Commercial Investments Limited, NISIL. NISIL had created a special purpose company, Atlantic Hotels Incorporated, to own the Marriott Hotel. During his March 30th press conference, Vice President Barrett Jagdeo stated that while the Marriott Hotel is a quote-unquote profitable venture and is quote-unquote making a profit, it is of no supreme benefit to the government owning it anymore. The Amerindian People's Association said it is not opposed to development, but maintains that development should not come at the cost of indigenous peoples' full and informed participation. The association comments comes amid a flurry of attacks by the government, particularly Vice President Barrett Jagdeo and the National Tuchau Council, after the APA had filed a complaint to the Architecture for Reducing Emission from the Deforestation and Forest Degrade Transaction Secretariat, hosted by Windrock International. On March 8, 2023, the APA, following consultation with indigenous leaders, filed a complaint with the ART Secretariat outlining the government's violation of the principle of free, prior, and informed consent. The International Decade for People of African Descent Assembly Guyana has condemned the move by the government to bypass the organization and unilaterally disburse grants directly to its members. Last Friday, government, through the Attorney General Anil Nandalal, signaled its intention to sidestep the organization, even as it said it was committed to advancing the cause of Afro-Guyanese. The Assembly added that this action clearly shows contempt for the decade to which they purport to be committed. And we tell you now that India's Minister of External Affairs, Dr. Subramaniam Jai Shankar, will be on an official visit to Guyana from April 20 to 24th, 2023. Several events are planned for this period, which includes Indian-Guyana Business Roundtable event and an Indian diaspora reception. According to a press release from the Indian High Commission, keeping in view of the significance of this event, important dignitaries including President Irfan Ali and Vice President Barrett Jagdeo and other ministers of government will be in attendance. And finally, at this time, residents of the hinterland and riverine communities will continue to get better access to treated water as an 82 million pat drill compressor and mud pump were commissioned at the GWI headquarters on Friday last. The pat drill can dig wells up to 600 feet and is the second to be produced by the government. The machine will expand GWI's capacity of producing potable water nationwide. During the simple ceremony, Housing and Water Minister Colin Crowell said that there was no hassle to move the newly commissioned drill to other regions, as a 12-member team from GWI will undergo training for 2 days to learn how to effectively operate the machine. It is 7 hours 6 in Guyana and right across the Eastern Caribbean. That's a wrap of your main newscast for this evening. My name is Joshua Van Slykeman. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of the news and technical team, have a great remainder to your Monday evening. Coming up at exactly 19 hours 20 this evening, it's going to be time for the Glenn Lal Show, where we tell it as it is.
And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories, pick up a copy of the Kaieteur News. And don't forget,